Good morning, guys. Welcome back to the channel. We're out here on another beautiful morning. It's cold. I'm not going far this morning from the boat ramp to start just because it is so cold. The water temp, let's look at the water temp real quick. The water temp is 66.7, so it's cold, but it's going to warm up quick. I think the other day I was out here, it was already in the 70s within the first couple of hours. So what I'm going to do this morning is, I'm not too far from the boat ramp. I'm just going to start on honestly I'm going to start on the side of the bank that I usually don't start on and fish some of this steeper stuff with the top water and just see if I can get something to come up and show itself. Fish around some boat docks just to see. This point actually looks really good. I'm going to definitely come to this point later in the day and fish some stuff on the bottom. I just want to see if how fired up these fish are going to be in the morning. All right, guys, second spot. Yeah, the graph's already reading like 71, almost 72, so it's definitely not too cold for topwater. I'm gonna give it just a little bit more. I just had to go off that. I had to get away from that walking bait, so I went to a little chopo. A chopo might look like, you know, it does give off some commotion, but it's very subtle compared to a lot of other topwater topwater baits. So if they don't want this, then we're just gonna go away from topwater and we'll start fishing some other stuff. Just got popped right up in there. There he is. First little fish on the spinnerbait. All right. Oh, he's so warm compared to the outside temperature. All right, y'all. Took a little while, but we got one on the spinnerbait. I had to go away from that topwater. That topwater, when you go down a stretch that you know there should be fish and you're not getting bit, you just have to switch it up. And that's what I did. I was like, there's fish here. What can I go to next? And I'm just gonna work my way down the water column. Like, there's some fish right there. Ooh, one's nailing it. He was nailing it. Why don't you eat it? Got him. There we go. All right, little sucker. I came back to this point and I'm throwing this little minnow. Finally got one to eat. There's so much bait and there's so many fish everywhere right here. Come on, little dude. Let's go. There we go. That's what I caught him on. Not a bad little fish. Only the second fish of the day, but I think I figured something out. That's what we caught him on, that little spin head. Just casting to this point, just slow reeling it. Nothing sexy at all. Just getting it out there, and then he just came and did what he was supposed to do. I missed the giant school of them, but that's all right. They're just roaming because there's so much bait. Yep, he's hitting it. There we go. There we go. Second fish on the point. Did not take long. He's not giant, but I know there's some big fish around, so it gives me confidence getting bit. There we go. Second fish on this little point. There we go. Little guy. It gives me hope, though. This is a little bit different point than I was fishing the other day. It's not as steep, but this one has brush off of it. So these fish are there's so much bait around that's getting pushed up that these fish are just sitting in the top of them trees, and when that bait comes through, they're just going crazy on it. So this bait literally just looks like a little bait fish that scurried too far to the edge. And it's an easy meal for these fish. I'm just slow reeling it. Not giving any action to it, just literally slow reeling it. It's got that little blade on it that just gives a little bit of flash, and it makes that tail just slightly quiver. I might throw that jerkbait again a little bit too here in a second. Just because that's another bait that would definitely get bit. They all follow. Look at them all following my bait out. You see them all? All right there. There's so many of them. They're just small little bass, schooled up. That's like the definition of schoolies. They swerved my bait though, but that's all right. At least know they're here. I know there's just tons of schools of just little suckers out there. Some bigger ones out there, dude, that I'm seeing. Yep, he's got it, I think. Yep. Got him out of a tree. There we go. Dude, there's so many fish here. It's just about getting them to bite. That's a little better one. They just feel good on this little light spinning tackle. He's not even big, but he just feels good. There we go, baby. Fourth fish of the day. I kind of have something figured out here. Like I said, I'm not catching big ones now, but I'm telling you guys, I'm seeing the big ones down there. And it's just a matter of time of getting one's attention. These little ones kind of keep every time I see big ones, these little ones come and freaking get it before the bigger blob eats it. Which can be a problem this time of year. When you have so many fish, they're all competing. Like there's a bigger blob. That's a better one. Yeah, that's a better one, y'all. Like I said, yep, a little better. Like I said, it's just all about. Oh, he's in a stick. No, get out. Oh, guys, he got me wrapped up in the tiniest of stick right here. Dang, that's all right. That was a better one though. That's like I was saying. Literally, I was just saying before I made that cast. It's just about getting it to these big ones before these little ones steal it. And he was by himself. And that minnow fell in front of his face and he ate it. I missed him, but he ate it. So that means it looked good. There's little guy. What is that? Is that even a bass? Oh yeah, look. This is some of those schoolies. This is how small some of those schools of bass are. I'm not even lying when I say that there's probably like schools of like 20 of these little guys down there. Just tiny little guads. Just wolf packing. He's got it. There he is. There we go. That's a better school of them. They looked a little bigger. I mean, it's not giant, but dude, I'm telling you, there's just tons of them, and they're all in schools. This is that time of year where they school up and they're just on the hunt for shad. He's skinny. Look how deformed he is. He thought he was about to get a treat from those other guys. Uh-oh, he got water on the lens. that better? Guys, this is so fun. Even though I'm not catching a bunch of big ones, when they're schooled up like this and you can just toss to them and they're fighting over it, it's just so fun to do. Why would you do that? Why don't you just eat it like a freaking man of a fish? There he is. They're getting a little better slowly. I mean, the one I missed was definitely the biggest one, but these other schools are just slowly just getting a little bit bigger at a time, and I'm okay with that. There we go. Schoolies. Just some fall time schoolies, y'all. Can't beat it. You cannot beat it. With this much shad around, it's just, I mean, I might be able to stay on this point for who knows how long. Big thing with this bait though is you got to keep it just super straight. I usually put some super glue on it, but I haven't this time because sometimes it messes up that blade. But yeah, the key to this bait is you want it as straight as possible. There he is. There we go. Dude, they're just, I mean, they're just all schooled up out here. This is awesome. That's a better one too. He's fat. Little largies out there eating all them shad. He had two buddies with him too. Ooh, this is so fun, y'all. Look how fat he is. He's not long at all, but he's just fat because he's just eating shad up. And I'm just honing in on their appetite. There's a couple more right there. There he is. Came out of the tree for it. There we go. That was awesome. He came a decent little ways for a little guad. They're all just so fat. All they've been eating is shad all day. There we go. Little sucker. Dude, I could only imagine how yesterday would have been when that front was coming in. I bet it was lights out and I did not come out. I should have came out. I should have just fought the rain. These ones are definitely acting smaller. There's one. There we go. Oh, little guy. Little. There's another one with them too. The other one looked a little bit bigger, but you can never really tell with these suckers. Come on. Dude, this thing hooks them right where it needs to hook them. That hook's sharp. There we go, baby. We're getting it done today. A lot better than we did our last outing, but we're just having to fish a little bit differently. There he is. It's a better one. Nope, not a better one. It's a strong little one. Dude, we're tearing this size up right here. But I'll take these little suckers for now. Till we find the, dude, there's gonna be one of these points that's just 10 times as good as this. Oh, these wind knots are killing me. These wind knots are absolutely wrecking me right now, y'all. Damn it. Hopefully I'm not hung up by the time I roll up, which is a good possibility I am. Oh no, I have a fish. Dude, he hit it. He hit it while I was getting that wind knot out. That's crazy. I thought I was gonna be hung up for sure. And then come to find out, fish just wants a freaking dead stick down there. Another guy. I don't even know what number that is. We're doing good on numbers. We're not doing good on size yet, but I think it's just a matter of time before we get into some that are, oh yeah, they're hung up in that one. All right, guys, let's move to another point. I kind of beat up these fish a little bit on these 2 points, so we're gonna move to another section and hopefully they'll be doing the same thing somewhere else. But there's only one way to find out. Hopefully we can get into some bigger ones too. So let's just move on down the lake and let's see. There he is. A little stronger fish. He ain't much bigger, he's just strong as hell. I guess he's a little bigger. There we go. Hey, dude. A little better one, he got a belly on him. I switched colors to a little bit darker color just because this water, since this water is a little dingy. There he is. Got him. He was just out there by himself. I'm seeing fish everywhere on this flat point. The only problem is they're being really picky and a lot of them are really tiny. I mean, I'm seeing so much life. There's a bunch of bait on this point too, on this big flat point, but I'm just having trouble catching them. It's a lot harder to catch them out here than it was on the steeper stuff, but I'm gonna just keep working at it for a little bit, especially just catching that one. I came out a little deeper and I think that's gonna help. Those ones up shallow were just teeny tiny little things. There he is. There we go. He came out of that stick up and smoked it. These fish, even though these fish are small, they're really fun to catch on the spinning tackle, because the spinning tackle's not, it's only 8-pound test, or it's 10-pound braid, I think, with 8-pound. There we go. These fish are so colorful too. They look really pretty right now. I think it's because this water has that little bit of a dinge to it. I think that's giving them a super bright color in this dingy water. I'm starting to see more. I came up just a tad bit shallower and I'm starting to see so much more action. Yep. I mean, oh, he missed it. I had him. Felt like a little guy. He probably pantsed me, but I came up shallower, and what it is there's more, it's like smaller brush, so it's more like standalone, and there's like 2 to 3 fish in every single one. I don't really know how to describe it, but there's not as much brush, but it's holding more fish. There he is. Like each one of these small little pieces of cover have like 2 to 3 fish in it. And I'm wondering if it's just they want to be off that super crazy brushy stuff, and they want to be more on the sparse. It's just more sparse out here, but when I do see it, there's fish on it, like almost every one. So that might be something to key in on. Look, I mean, every single one I look at, there's 4 fish on. Like this one I just casted to has freaking 4 fish on it. Look, and they're coming up to it already. They're being a little shy with it. There he is. It's taking them a while to get it. This is a good little spot I found. I kind of found something here that's pretty unique. I haven't seen any giants yet, but they're getting a little bigger. This one's a little better. But what it is, like I said, it's just, I'm just finding stuff that's a little bit more sparse than what I was fishing. I'm seeing a lot more action on the top of the water. So that means the fish are actively feeding, and there's shad around. Yep, look at it. I mean, everywhere around me is just blowing up, erupting now. Oh, all right, guys, I just caught this one. It wasn't recording from the start, but got a little guad to bite on the bank. There's a bunch of these little guys chasing some bait out deeper, and they were just attacking the tail of this thing. So, but I'm gonna see if I can catch some fish shallower. Now that it's warming up, I'm gonna use the same technique, but now I'm just coming to the bank. There he is. Finally. I knew there was some. He's not big, but I knew I could get one on that jig. Big old guad. Pretty little guad. Got a little belly on him. Got some pretty colors on him in the sun. I figured I could get bit down there. I was having some freaking mouthed it. And I was like, it's just a matter of time before one finally commits, and he committed all the way to it. There he is. Another one on the jig. They all fight so hard on this jig. Another nice guad. Spitting up some shad too. They're eating so much better than they were the other day I came out here. Look how he's got some really pretty colors. He's got like some it almost looks like some pink like in his scales. I don't know how good this camera picks that up, but there we go. Yep. There it is. Ooh, another nice guad. All I'm catching on this jig is just some nice little guadies. He smoked it too. There we go. Another beautiful guad. Look at this little jig I'm fishing. This is a little dirty jigs, but look at the color on it. It's like green pumpkin green pumpkin, and then it has like a red orange belly. And I'll put a little speed crawl on the back of it. Damn, I had them again. Little suckers just keep getting off. They're not big. They're eating this jig though. There it is, out from under the dock. I thought that was a big crappie. It's just an unhealthy bass. You talk about an unhealthy sucker. Look how unhealthy this thing looks. Ugh, look how skinny he is. Just dropped it on his head. Dude, these quads love this jig. These quads absolutely love this jig. I mean, there's no doubt about it. They love everything it has to do. They love it. And I love them for loving it. All right, guys, that's gonna be end of the day today. What a good day. I mean, we didn't catch any quality fish, just a bunch of numbers. That's how it is a lot of times on this lake. I mean, this lake has big ones, but more than not, especially this time of year, you're just gonna catch a bunch of just smaller fish, especially when you find them eating shad like that. There were some bigger ones mixed in with those little ones, but for some reason they just wouldn't commit to what I was throwing. And I really didn't mess with them too much trying to change baits. I probably should have, to see if I could have got a bigger bite. But overall, what a good day. Blessed to be out here. I hope y'all enjoyed the video, and thank y'all so much for watching.